Welcome, dear listeners, to a profound exploration of the subtle signs the universe sends us, urging us to change our direction. We often find ourselves at crossroads, where the path forward isn't clear, and during such times, the universe communicates with us in various ways. Let us explore how to recognize these signs and understand their significance. In our lives, we frequently journey towards goals and dreams, shaped by our deepest desires and aspirations. However, there are moments when, despite all our efforts, things don't proceed as planned. Have you ever experienced a phase where every step feels like a struggle, where the wind is always against you? This could very well be the universe nudging you to stop, look around, and perhaps choose a different path. Firstly, let's consider the recurring obstacles. When we encounter the same challenges repeatedly, it's easy to attribute them to bad luck or poor timing. But what if these repeated obstacles are a message? The universe might be signaling that our current approach or even our destination is not in harmony with our deepest self. Reflect on the obstacles that have been in your path. What might they be telling you? Are they asking you to develop new skills or to reconsider the feasibility of your pursuit? Now think about the emotions you experience daily. Persistent feelings of discomfort, anxiety, or dissatisfaction are not just emotional states, but could be indicators that the path we are on is out of alignment with our true self. When we continuously feel a sense of unrest, it's important to pause and listen deeply. What are these feelings trying to communicate? Sometimes the bravest thing we can do is to admit that our current path is no longer serving us and that a change is necessary. Another profound sign is the feeling of being stuck or stagnant. Growth is a fundamental nature of life, and whenever there is a lack of growth or progress, it's a clear indicator that something needs to change. If you look at your life and notice that you haven't grown or learned anything new recently, it might be time to question the direction you're heading in. What areas of your life have felt stagnant? What can you change to reintroduce growth and movement? Let us also consider the synchronicities or lack thereof. Synchronicities are meaningful coincidences that guide us towards our true path. When you're aligned with the universe, synchronicities occur frequently, helping and guiding you towards your goals. A sudden lack of these meaningful coincidences might be a sign that you need to reassess your path. Have you noticed these synchronicities in your life, or have they ceased, leaving you to feel like you're fighting alone against the tide? Reflecting on these signs requires courage and honesty. It's not easy to admit that the path we've been walking might not be the right one, but it is essential for our growth and happiness. As we conclude this first part, take a moment to think about the signs you've possibly overlooked. What might they be trying to tell you about the direction of your life? Navigating the silent whispers of change. Understanding the universe's guidance. As we proceed further into our exploration, let's deepen our understanding of the universe's guidance by focusing on the subtler, often overlooked signs. These signs are like whispers, gently steering us towards a path that better aligns with our true selves and life's purpose. Recognizing and interpreting these whispers can profoundly transform our journey. Consider the sudden changes in your interests and passions. Sometimes, what we once felt passionate about no longer brings joy or satisfaction. This shift is not merely a loss of interest, but could be the universe directing us to new passions that align more closely with our evolving selves. Have you noticed any changes in what excites and motivates you? This could be a sign to explore new areas, which might lead to unexpected and fulfilling paths. Next, let's think about the people who enter and exit our lives. Relationships are often mirrors reflecting our needs, growth, and sometimes the changes we need to make. When new people enter our lives, they bring new energies and perspectives that can profoundly affect our direction. Conversely, When we find certain relationships fading away, it may be time to consider how these relationships align with our journey. Are there people who have recently entered or left your life? What shifts have these changes brought about? The universe often orchestrates these encounters and departures to catalyze necessary changes in our lives. Now, let's examine the role of unexpected opportunities and setbacks. An unexpected opportunity can be a beacon from the universe, inviting us to step onto a new path that promises growth and fulfillment. On the other hand, facing a significant setback in an area where we've invested much effort can be disheartening, yet it might also be a sign that it's time to redirect our energies elsewhere. How have recent opportunities and setbacks influenced your path? Sometimes, what seems like a setback is actually an opportunity to redirect our life's trajectory towards something more aligned with our inner truth. Furthermore, consider the recurring dreams or themes in your thoughts. Our subconscious mind communicates with us through dreams and repetitive thoughts, often highlighting fears, desires, and paths we should explore. Paying attention to these can provide clarity about the universe's signs. Have you experienced any recurring dreams or thoughts lately? What might they be trying to tell you about your life's direction? As you reflect on these subtle signs, remember that the universe communicates with us in ways that require our quiet attention and openness to interpret. It's not just about observing the external, but also about connecting deeply with our inner selves to understand these messages. Let's take a moment to internalize the insights we've discussed. Think about the subtle shifts in your interests, the people around you, the opportunities and setbacks you've encountered, and the dreams you've had. Each of these can offer valuable guidance on whether your current path is the right one. The harmony of dissonance, embracing the unexpected calls for change. In this segment of our exploration, we delve into how dissonance in our lives can actually be a harmonious call from the universe, urging us to pivot and realign our paths. Dissonance, often perceived as negative or uncomfortable, can actually be a powerful catalyst for personal growth and transformation. One of the most profound forms of dissonance we experience comes from our own intuition. Intuition is our inner voice, our gut feeling, that often knows the truth long before our conscious mind acknowledges it. When our actions or life path is out of alignment with our true self, our intuition sends us signals. Sometimes these signals manifest as a persistent unease or discomfort with our current circumstances. Have you ever felt a nagging sensation that something isn't right, even though everything seems fine on the surface? This could be your intuition telling you that it's time to reconsider your direction. Another form of dissonance is the contrast between our aspirations and our actions. We all have ideals and dreams, but when our daily actions don't support these aspirations, a conflict arises within us. This mismatch can lead to a feeling of being unfulfilled or disconnected. Reflect on your daily routines and actions. Are they bringing you closer to your dreams, or are they pulling you further away? This dissonance is not meant to cause despair, but rather to motivate a realignment of our actions with our deeper goals. Health, both mental and physical, can also reflect dissonance. Often when we are on the wrong path, our bodies respond before our minds fully grasp the situation. Stress, fatigue, and unease can all be indicators that we are not living in harmony with our true selves. Consider your own health. Are there recurring physical or emotional symptoms that might be signaling a need for change? Our bodies are wise communicators, and listening to them can guide us to make healthier choices about our direction in life. Lastly, the dissonance can also appear in our professional lives. It might manifest as a lack of enthusiasm for a job you once loved, or a feeling of stagnation in a role that used to challenge and excite you. This shift in perception isn't just about job satisfaction. It's a sign from the universe that it's time to seek new challenges that align more closely with your evolving self. What feelings arise when you think about your work? Are these feelings pointing you towards a need for change in your professional journey? Embracing these forms of dissonance as messages rather than nuisances can open new paths that are more aligned with our true selves. It requires courage to face these uncomfortable truths and to act upon them, but the rewards can be substantial, leading to greater fulfillment and authenticity in our lives. As we conclude this segment, take a moment to reflect on the dissonances in your life. How might they be guiding you towards changes that are necessary for your growth and fulfillment? Recognizing and acting on these can transform dissonance into harmony. Cultivating resonance. Practical steps to align with universal guidance. As we enter the final chapter of our exploration, let's focus on how we can practically apply the insights we've gathered about the universe's signs and how to align our actions with the deeper guidance we have uncovered. The journey towards alignment is not merely about recognizing signs. It's about taking conscious, deliberate steps to synchronize our life with these insights. First, cultivating an ongoing practice of self-reflection is crucial. Self-reflection involves regularly taking time to quietly introspect about our feelings, thoughts, and the outcomes of our actions. This can be done through journaling, meditation, or simply spending time in nature alone. Through consistent reflection, we can maintain an open dialogue with ourselves, spotting dissonance early and reorienting quicker when we stray from our path. Next, it's important to foster openness to change. Change is often uncomfortable, even scary, but it is also the portal to growth. When we remain open to changing our beliefs, our paths, or even our goals, we stay agile and responsive to the subtle cues the universe provides. Practicing flexibility in small daily decisions can prepare us for bigger shifts when they become necessary. Another practical step is to seek guidance and wisdom from trusted sources. This could be through mentors, spiritual guides, or even literature and philosophical texts that have stood the test of time. Sometimes the insights we need are already laid out in the experiences and words of others who have traversed challenging paths. Being receptive to external wisdom does not diminish our own insight but enriches it, providing us with tools and perspectives we might not have considered. Additionally, implementing a practice of mindfulness can enhance our ability to perceive and act on the universe's signs. Mindfulness helps us stay grounded in the present moment, where all signs manifest and need to be recognized. Whether it's through mindful breathing, walking, or eating, each act of mindfulness hones our sensitivity to the subtle energies and signs around us. Lastly, commitment to our personal growth must be unwavering. Personal growth is not a passive experience. It requires active participation and dedication. This means setting intentions that are aligned with our deepest values and taking steps every day to live in accordance with those values. It involves regularly assessing our progress and being willing to make the necessary adjustments. As we embrace these practices, we find that aligning with the universe's guidance becomes a more natural and fluid part of our lives. The signs become clearer, and our responses to them become more intuitive. This alignment does not mean a life free from challenges, but a life where challenges are met with wisdom, understanding, and an openness to redirection. As we conclude our exploration today, reflect on how the signs from the universe have manifested in your life. How will you respond to these signs moving forward? Remember, each step taken in awareness and alignment brings us closer to a life that is not only fulfilling but also deeply resonant with the universal energies that guide us. Thank you for joining me on this deep and enlightening journey. May your path be filled with clarity and purpose, and may you always be attuned to the subtle yet profound guidance of the universe.